Beginning in 2011, the Frederick County Division of Fire and Rescue Services will require all career firefighters to complete an annual work performance assessment. The annual work performance assessment will be known as the Work Performance Evaluation, or WPE. The WPE will serve as an evaluation of an incumbent firefighter's ability to physically perform essential job functions required in the occupation of firefighting. The Work Performance Evaluation course must conform to all specifications found in the WPE manual. The Frederick County Division of Fire and Rescue Services Work Performance Evaluation consists of 10 separate events performed in a continuous sequence. The WPE is designed to measure an incumbent's ability to physically perform the essential functions required in the occupation of firefighting. In short, it's designed to measure your physical ability to operate effectively on an incident scene. The 10 events in order are the PPE and SCBA donning, the hose drag, the equipment carry, the ladder carry, raise and extension, the forcible entry, the high-rise pack carry, the ventilation, the rescue drag, the hose pull, and the ceiling breach and pull. You will be required to progress along a predetermined path from event to event in a continuous manner. During the development of the WPE, the Health and Wellness Office focused on creating a reliable and representative evaluation by thoroughly researching other WPEs that are in use, as well as by running mock evaluations and making adjustments based on participant and senior leadership feedback. When the WPE goes live in 2011, its purpose will be to establish a baseline performance indicator that is specific to the personnel of the Frederick County Division of Fire and Rescue Services. This baseline performance indicator will be established by gathering time and air usage data over a 2-year period. Upon completion of the data gathering process, statistical analysis will yield the minimum required performance level that will need to be met in order to successfully complete the WPE. Successful completion is defined as meeting or exceeding the minimum required performance level and finishing the course with breathable air still remaining in the SCBA bottle. Meeting or exceeding the minimum performance level will demonstrate that you are physically prepared to perform the essential functions of firefighting. Inability to finish the course with breathable air or unsuccessfully meeting the required minimum performance level will demonstrate your lack of physical preparedness to perform the essential functions of firefighting. In the event of unsuccessful completion, you will be prescribed a course of physical training that is specific to your needs. Your personal physical training prescription will help you meet or exceed the minimum performance level. Air management is a critical firefighting skill. As a result, you will be on air throughout the WPE. As previously mentioned, an inability to finish the course with breathable air will result in an unsuccessful outcome. In a normal operation, when your vibra alert sounds, you immediately exit the building. However, for the purposes of the WPE, you will continue the evaluation. While on the WPE course, if you run completely out of air, you will be required to use the available RIT pack to refill your SCBA. Once you have refilled your SCBA, you will continue the evaluation. The work performance evaluation events and equipment were designed to standard specifications. While the order of events and lengths between events will remain the same in order to conform to our department's evaluation area, the course layout may vary. The WPE course may be set up indoors or outdoors. Throughout the test, you will wear a complete NFPA-approved personal protective equipment ensemble, which includes helmet, ear flaps, hood, coat, pants, boots, and gloves. The events are placed in a sequence that best simulates their use on a fire scene. Each event is separated by a 75-foot walk. This will allow you approximately 15 to 20 seconds to recover before the next event. To ensure the highest level of safety and to prevent exhaustion, you must walk between events. Running during or between events is not permitted. A proctor will follow, not lead you through the evaluation. The purpose of the lead proctor is to time your performance, monitor your safety, and provide you with instructions during the events. Event 1. PPE and SCBA donning. This event is designed to simulate the critical task of donning and properly securing a complete set of issued personal protective equipment: pants, coat, hood, helmet, and gloves, and an SCBA. You will properly don a full set of personal protective equipment and properly secure all flaps, straps, gloves, etc., while standing in a marked box with your shoes off. When your PPE is secure, you will don an SCBA pack with face piece and begin breathing air. You are not allowed to proceed to the next event until all your PPE and SCBA is properly positioned and functioning, and you are given the go command by the proctor. Upon completion of this event, you will walk 75 feet along the established walkway to the next event. Event 2. Hose drag. This event is designed to simulate the critical task of extending an uncharged hose line from the fire apparatus to the fire occupancy and pulling the uncharged hose line while you remain stationary. You will grasp the hose nozzle attached to 100 feet of 1 3/4 inch hose. You will place the length of the hose line 8 feet or less over your shoulder or across your chest. You will drag the hose 75 feet to a pre-marked box. Once you enter the box, you will turn to face the hose line and drop to at least one knee. You will then pull 50 feet of hose, as indicated by a marking on the hose, to the finish line. The mark on the hose line must pass the established finish line. Upon completion of this event, you will walk 75 feet along the established walkway to the next event. Event 3. Equipment carry. This event is designed to simulate the critical task of removing power tools from a fire apparatus, carrying them to an emergency scene, and returning them to the fire apparatus. You will remove the equipment from the cabinet. You will then carry the equipment while walking 75 feet to a pre-marked area, set down the equipment, pick up the remaining equipment, and walk back to the starting point. You will then return the equipment to the cabinet. Upon completion of this event, you will walk 75 feet along the established walkway to the next event. During the equipment carry, you are allowed to stop, place the equipment on the ground, and adjust your grip. The lone point of remediation is failing to place the equipment back into the cabinet. Event 4. Ladder carry, raise, and extension. The event is designed to simulate the critical task of picking up and carrying a ground ladder, raising an extension ladder at a fire structure, and extending the ladder to a roof or window. You will safely pick up a 16-foot roof ladder and shoulder carry the 16-foot roof ladder 75 feet to a marked area and safely place the ladder down. You will then walk to the end of a 24-foot aluminum extension ladder positioned on the ground. Lift the top rung of the unhinged end of the ladder from the ground and walk it up in a hand-over-hand fashion using each rung of the ladder until the ladder rests against the wall. After successfully completing the ladder raise, you will proceed immediately to a second pre-positioned and secure 24-foot aluminum extension ladder. You will fully extend the fly section and maintain control of the ladder by pulling on the rope halyard in a hand-over-hand fashion until it hits the stop. You will then lower the fly section hand over hand in a controlled fashion and return the ladder to its original starting position. Upon completion of this event, you will walk 75 feet along the established walkway to the next event. Points of remediation include unsafe lifting of the ladder, improper carrying of the ladder, and allowing the ladder to fall during raise and activating the safety lanyard. Event 5. Forcible entry. This event is designed to simulate the critical task of using force to open a locked door or to breach a wall. You will use a 10-pound sledgehammer to strike the measuring device in the target area until the buzzer is activated. You will then place the sledgehammer on the ground. Upon completion of this event, you will walk 75 feet along the established walkway to the next event. Event 6. High-rise pack carry. This event is designed to simulate the critical task of climbing stairs while carrying a high-rise pack or hose bundle. You will pick up the high-rise pack or hose bundle from the elevated platform and place it on your shoulder. You will climb the stairs to a predetermined landing. Upon reaching the predetermined landing, you will walk around the cone and back down the stairs to the mark box and place the high-rise pack or hose bundle back down on the elevated platform. Upon completion of this event, you will walk 75 feet along the established walkway to the next event. The lone point of remediation is failing to carry the high-rise pack or hose bundle on your shoulder. Event 7. Ventilation. This event is designed to simulate the critical task of ventilating a structure. You will pick up the 6-pound sledgehammer and step onto the ventilation prop. You will use the sledgehammer to strike the measuring device in the target area until the buzzer is activated. Once you have activated the buzzer, you will dismount the ventilation prop and place the sledgehammer down. Upon completion of this event, you will walk 75 feet along the established walkway to the next event. Event 8. Rescue. This event is designed to simulate the critical task of removing a victim or injured partner from a fire scene. You will grasp one or both handles of the shoulder harness attached to a 165-pound mannequin and drag it 35 feet around a prepositioned drum. Make a 180-degree turn around the drum and continue an additional 35 feet until the entire mannequin has been dragged past the finish line. Upon completion of this event, you will walk 75 feet along the established walkway and up the stairs to the next event. During the rescue event, you are allowed to stop and adjust your grip if needed. Additionally, the mannequin is permitted to come in contact with the drum. Remember that the entire mannequin must be dragged past the marked finish line to complete the event. Event 9. Hose Pull. This event is designed to simulate the critical task of pulling an uncharged hose line and nozzle up to a predetermined height. Upon reaching the predetermined height, you will grasp the hose line and pull the 1 3/4 hose line upward, hand over hand, until the marked coupling reaches the top rail. Once the coupling has reached the top rail, you will lower the hose line back down in a controlled manner until it reaches the ground. Upon completion of this event, you will walk 75 feet down the stairs and along the established walkway to the next event. Event 10. Ceiling Breach and Pull. This event is designed to simulate the critical task of breaching and pulling down a ceiling to check for fire extension. You will remove the pike pole from the bracket, stand within the boundary established by the equipment frame, and place the tip of the pole on the painted area on the hinged door in the ceiling. You will push up fully with the pike pole on the hinged door in the ceiling 10 times. Then you will hook the pike pole to the ceiling device and pull down the counterbalance lever 10 times. You will be required to perform one complete set, which consists of 10 pushes and 10 pulls. If you drop the pole, you must pick it up by yourself and resume the event. If you do not successfully complete a repetition, the proctor will call miss, and you must push or pull the apparatus to complete the repetition. If you do not complete the miss repetition, the entire set will not count. You are permitted, if needed, to stop and adjust your grip. Should you release your grip or should your hand slip from the pike pole without the pole falling to the ground, you should reestablish your grip and resume the event. Upon completion of Event 10, you will report to rehab. This concludes the description of all 10 events and the DFRS Work Performance Evaluation.